نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل وسلم على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا. صدق الله العلي العظيم. Dear brothers and sisters, our gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us another opportunity to pray another Salatul Jummah and to listen to his khutbah, his sermons. Allah has given us health and tawfiq to come to this Baytun min buyutillah, house of among the houses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to listen to the sermons and also to pray Salatul Jummah. Alhamdulillah. And the peak of ni'mah, ni'matul iman wa ni'matul Quran, and the topmost gift given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Out of His love for you and me, He's given us the gift of Islam. Allahu Akbar. Wal Quran, and the Quran الذي جاء مليئا بالهدى والمعجزة, and it is filled with hidayah, guidance, and also full of miracles. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَقُلْ جَاءَ الْحَقُّ, the truth has come. وَزَهَقَ الْبَاطِلُ, and falsehood has perished. He didn't say it has gone away. The haq has come, but he didn't say that the batil غدر راحة. No, he says وَذَاقَ الْبَاطِلُ, the batil perished, dissolved like dry ice. You know the ordinary ice, when it melts, it leaves water, but dry ice disappears because it's liquid carbon dioxide, so it just disappears in the air. And that is what batil is happening. And this is exactly what is happening every day and night. Because when this religion of Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He brought it to Mecca, the Sahaba were not received with cakes and flowers. No, they were not got a reception of cakes, of juices. But look what reception they received. Sayyidina Bilal, he was put. وَإِذَا حَمِيَةُ التُّرَابُ, when the hot sand of Mecca started boiling 40 degrees centigrade. It's not like the sand that is outside this masjid. It's not even 20 degrees. 40 degrees. They stripped his shirt and they put him on this hot sand of Mecca. And Umayyah used to come, Ughfur bi Muhammad. He used to tell Bilal, deny Muhammad, falsify this deen, and go and worship the idols. And you know what Bilal would say? Ahadun, Ahadun, Fardun, Samadun. Allahu Akbar. There's only one Allah. There's only one God. Unique, one and only. Fardun, Samadun. All the benevolence returns to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the one who benefits everybody. Her son. What about Sumayya? Sumayya was also put, she was put into the hot desert of Mecca on a stick. And Abu Jahl used to whip her and whip her and whip her until he got tired. And she was told the same. Ukfur bi Muhammad, deny his religion and go to worship the idols. She refused. Until they killed her. A horrible, miserable death I can't even describe to you. And her husband, Yasir, did not get anything different. He was also exposed to the sun of Makkah, and he was also killed. What is happening to our brothers in Gaza? What is happening to our brothers in Palestine? They are being killed day and night. Old, young, male, female, the same thing. You see that this deen, yatajaddad, this religion, all the time is getting refreshed. Allah refreshes it. It's like the engine. You need to remove the old oil and put new oil. And that's what Allah is doing. To our brothers who are suffering, and our hearts and our souls are with them, we are also suffering with them, just like them. It was not enough. Al-Rasul Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam, ma ashabi, together with Sahaba, they were chased, thrown into the desert. Shaybi Abi Talib. And when they were there was a muhasara wa muqata'a. They were besieged. Not a drop of water was allowed to go to them. Not a haba sha'ir was allowed to go to them. Not even one date was allowed to go to them. They were starved. And they started eating leaves. And you know leaves. We human beings, me and you, cannot digest leaves. It's only the goats. The goats can digest the leaf, but not you and me, because Allah has not put the bacteria in our stomach to change the leaves, to change the cellulose into monosaccharides, into simple sugars. We cannot do that. Only the goats have the ability to take leaves, digest them, because of the bacteria that Allah has put into their stomach. Me and you, we cannot. And this was the Sahaba, Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Was it one night, for 1 week? No, for 3 years. Thrown in the desert, suffering, day and night. Until when they returned to Mecca, Abu Talib, the uncle of Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, perished because he was an old man. An old man cannot survive on leaves. He died. Khadija bint Khuwailid, another supporter of Rasul in the bayt, in the house. Abu Talib was supporter Da'am Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam kharij al-bayt. He was a supporter outside the house of Rasul. And Khadija was a supporter of Rasul inside the house, in their dwelling. She also passed away. She was an old woman. She can't survive eating leaves for 3 years. They all died. And this is why that year is called Amul Huzn, the year of grief, the year of sadness. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, be kind to our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he brought consolation to cool his heart, to cure his heart. First of all, he sent Surah Yusuf, min alifiha ila ya'iha. Allah revealed Surah Yusuf from the beginning to the end, and these are the two chapters of the noble Quran revealed in completeness from the beginning to the end. And Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, if any one of you or me is sad, is grieving, is suffering, he should recite Surah Yusuf. It's going to console his heart. Allahu Akbar. And then sooner than later, Rasul was taken for Isra al-Miraj. He was taken to Bait al-Maqdis. And then he taken to the above the seven heavens. All to console Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, because it was Amul Husn, the year of suffering. What our brothers in Gaza doing? They also denied water, they denied food, and they're eating leaves. Just like the Sahaba eat leaves in Shibi Abi Talib. And they are suffering and they're dying. And we hasa with them. Not only that, they are also struggling. So you can see they're also struggling to free Bait al-Maqdis. And you know Bait al-Maqdis is all al-Qiblatayn. It is the first Qibla. Before Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Sahaba were told to face Makkah, they were first told to pray their salah face Bait al-Maqdis. And at what our brothers are doing, they are serving the Ul al-Qiblatayn, the first Qibla of Islam in Gaza and in Palestine. So you can see, just like a Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had to come and fight for Makkah and to free Bayt al-Haram from the Kuffar. Because as you know, there were 360 idols. Now what do you see, dear brother and sister here? You can see whatever is happening in Gaza, it was exactly what is happening when Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was alive. It is the same thing. It is the same struggle. بين الحق والباطل. But there is a consolation. What was the end of the struggle between the truth and the lies? What was the natija? What was the result? Before Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam died, the whole of Jazirat al-Arabiya had become Muslims. The whole Arabian Peninsula had become Muslims. And Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam took Makkah in a bloodless war. With a little bloodshed, he took Makkah and he conquered it. And therefore, it is the same thing. Our brothers in Gaza, in Palestine, they are going to win, inshallah, because this is the Sunnatullah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The result is always the same. Truth always wins against batil. وَقُلْ جَاءَ الْحَقُّ وَزَهَقَ الْبَاطِلُ. The truth will come and succeed and win, and the batil will be crumble, disappear, perish. And inshallah, we shall see, inshallah. So you can see, and this is tajaddud. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's making this religion always, refreshing it, renewing it. He is removing the old oil and putting new oil in the engine of Islam. And that's just what brothers doing in Palestine. Dear brothers and sisters, it was not long ago that the new Islamic year entered. About 2.5 months ago, Shahr al-Muharram. And you know, the Islamic calendar begins, this Islamic calendar with Hijratul Nabi, the migration of Al-Rasul min Makkah ila al-Madinah. From Makkah to Medina, And you can see again this saga بين الحق والباطل. جامعوا في ذات الندوة. The Quraysh collected themselves in that miserable parliament. They used to call it Darun Nadwa. And Iblis, all the time, used to send his children, he used to send his followers, he used to whisper to Muslims. But that day, he didn't send his kids, his zuriya. He came himself as a human being, as a shark from Najd. He came as an old man, a chief from the Najd. The Najd is the central part of Arabian Peninsula. He came as a sheikh, and he was there. And one of them stood up and said, "Utrudu, chase Muhammad from Makkah." فقام إبليس ما هو الرأي؟ ليس هو الرأي. This is not a right. This is not an opinion. You know Muhammad has got magic, witchcraft in his mouth. If you chase him, utruduh, wherever he goes, he will change with his magic. That is magic. That's what Iblis is saying. He will change those people into Muslims, and then Muhammad will come here to Makkah with those his people that come bewitched with his witchcraft, and he will kill you, all of you, in Makkah. وقام فقال احبسوه, tie him up, tie these ropes on Muhammad so that we will finish with him. فقام إبليس. Iblis stood up. ما هو الرأي? This is not an opinion. You know Rasul, you know Muhammad is the witch, is the magician. He's the witch doctor. He will blow on the rope. They will dissolve and run away. So that is not a right. That's not an opinion. ثم قام الجاهل, the ignorant, the one who does not know anything. Abu Jahl. فقال نختار من كل قبيلة شابا قويا طريا فتيا. نختار مجموعة. We'll choose in every tribe of Makkah a young muscular man. We give him a very sharp sword, very strong and young, hot blood, fresh blood. يقفون على بابه. He will stand in front of the house of Rasul. فإذا أراد أن يخرج انقضوا عليه بضربة واحدة كسيف واحد. They will jump on him like a pack of wolves, slash the throat of Rasul. ونقضي على هذا الدين, and will finish this deen forever. Because of Kid Muhammad, the deen will be finished. الجاهل هو يظن أن يقضي على الدين الذي أنزله الله من فوق سبع سماوات. هو يظن أن يقضي الله الذي لا يغفل ولا ينام. Abu Jahl was out of his ignorance. He thought that he could kill Islam by his trick of killing Muhammad with these young muscular men, assassinators that he had collected. He thought he would finish it. And this deen was not a joke. It was sent down by Allah. الذي لا ينام ولا يغفل. Allah does not sleep and He does not forget. ومحمد يخرج أمامهم لا يرونه. And Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam comes out in front of this 30 young men, because Abu Jahl said, وَلَنْ يَغْضَ بَنُو مَنَافٍ إِلَّا بِالدِّيَّةِ. After we kill him, we'll give Banu Manaf diya. And diya, you know, blood money is 100 camels. We'll collect 100 camels and give it to him, to the Banu Manaf. This is the Kabila, this is the tribe of Rasul, Banu Manaf. And قد خلصنا منه. We'll finish Muhammad, we'll finish this deen. ومحمد يخرج لا يرونه لا يبصرونه. They cannot see him, they cannot visualize him. فإنها لا تعمى الأبصار ولكن تعمى القلوب التي في الصدور. Allah says it's not the blindness of the eyes, but it's the blindness of the heart. Because it says his eyeballs are like just a camera. They take a picture and put it inside. But it is the heart that knows that this is Umar, that is Salim, that is Saleh. That is the heart that knows, that sees. It's not his eyeballs. So Rasul passes there. وهو يحث التراب فوق رؤوسهم, and he was taking the soil and throwing on top of their heads, on top of their heads. ويردد, and he was repeating, وجعلنا من بين أيديهم سدا ومن خلفهم سدا فأغشيناهم فهم لا يبصرون. Allah says we made a barrier in front of them, a barrier behind them. فأغشيناهم, and then we covered them. فهم لا يبصرون. They can see. And Rasul walks nicely, safe and sound, into the house of Abu Bakr. And together Abu Bakr smiles and cries out of joy because he is going to accompany Rasul in the Hijrah. And they move south. And you know, Medina is the north, but Rasul goes south. And these are the tactics of war, the tactics of jihad. You try to waylay your enemy so that he thinks differently. Because everybody will be going north towards Medina, but they went south to Ghari Thawr. And in Ghari Thawr there, despite all Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving Rasul many things, but still he took precaution of going south, the opposite direction. And in Ghari Thawr, Abu Bakr sees the feet of Abu Jahl and Umayyah in front there. And he tells the Rasul, لو نظر أحد تحت قدميه لرآنا. If only one of them was to look at their feet, they would see us. And our Rasul consoled Abu Bakr. يا أبو بكر لا تحزن إن الله معنا. ما ظنك باثنين الله ثالثهما. What is your opinion of two people? Allah is the third one. هل يوزن? Can they be defeated? No. إلا تنصروه فقد نصره الله إذا أخرجه الذين كفروا ثاني اثنين إذ هما في الغار إذ يقول لصاحبه لا تحزن إن الله معنا فأنزل الله سكينته عليه وأيده بجنود لم تروها وجعل كلمة الذين كفروا السفلى وكلمة الله هي العليا والله عزيز حكيم. That's why Allah tells the people, even if you don't help Rasul, they want to help him many times long ago. And Allah could send only one Malaika, Jibreel, but He sent Junud, armies of Allah. One Malaika is enough, but Allah sent many of His soldiers. And these are Malaika, and one Malaika would be sufficient just to crush Abu Jahl and Umayyah with their fingers. And even the Ghari Thawr, there is mu'jiza also. Because before Rasul entered the cave, he told Rasul, stand, enter, but wait. He went inside and plugged the holes with stones. And when he didn't have the stones, he threw out his clothes and put pieces of cloth into all the holes in the Ghari Thawr. So one was left empty. So he took the heel of his shoe, of his foot, and plugged it into his heel. And a scorpion comes and stings at Abu Bakr. And soon the poison started going into the veins, into the arteries, going round and round and round. Abu Bakr was sweating with pain. Did he move? Did he start shaking? No. لم يتحرك، لم يتأوه، لم يتعلم. With all the pain, Abu Bakr hold it like a soldier, and he kept him so tight without moving, because Al Rasul was sleeping on his thigh, ala faqidayh, and he didn't want to wake Al Rasul. Look at the mahabba, the din. This is the love for the sake of Islam. He didn't move, and the person was going severe pain. He was sweating. Even he didn't, lam yata'awwa, he didn't go, he didn't groan. He was quiet and still. حتى سقط الدمع على خد رسول الله, until a drop of Abu Bakr's tear drops on the cheek of Rasul. وهو نايم على فخذيه, and he was sleeping on the thigh of Abu Bakr. فاستيقظ, يا ما لك يا أبو بكر؟ فقال لدغتني العقرب. A scorpion has stung in my heel, in my foot. Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did dua for him, and he did use saliva on that place that he was he was cured immediately. He didn't use Dignocaine. He didn't use Panadol. He didn't use Prophe. He didn't use anything. His dua and his saliva sharif, just put it a bit, and Abu Bakr was cured. Look at the miracle of Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And then Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, after that, 3 nights in the Ghari Thawr, they headed north now. And there was this man called Suraka ibn Malik. Suraka ibn Malik was a chaka. These days, if your car, your lorry has been lost, has been stolen, you use satellites. It tell you the car, your lorry, where is it, so that you can go and get it back before it is stolen and mutilated. But those days, there was no satellite. You use your eyes, you use your brain, you use your ears. And Suraka was a night tracker. If somebody lost a camel, if somebody lost a slave in Mecca, he would go into the desert and fetch it and bring it back. Of course, he would pay for him his fees, but to get it back. So the people of Mecca had put wanted on Rasul. They put a notice, a big notice, wanted, dead or alive. If you bring Muhammad back here to Mecca, 100 camels for you. If you bring the head, you cut the throat of a Rasul, and you bring his head here to Mecca, 100 camels for you. Hayyan aw mayyitan. Wherever you bring him, we'll give you 100 camels. And you know 100 camels in these days, at that time. And this is Humurun Na'im, the best breed of camels. It's like having 100 Mercedes. I don't know, some of them are 20 million, some of them are 10 million. You get 100 of them. So Suraka wanted 100 camels. So he started chasing a Rasul. And he was chasing Abu Bakr, who was together with the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and he reaches him there. فَرَأَى قَدَمَ فَرَسِ تَغُوصَانِ فِي الْأَرْضِ. He saw the front legs of his horse dipping into the earth. He fell forward, not once, several times. And he told Rasul, Ya Muhammad, uktub li aman. Write me a peace treaty. I'm not going to fight you, and you're not going to fight me. So the Rasul says, Ya Abu Bakr, ikta hadha al-la'im, ikta rasahu. Uqtulhu. The Rasul said, Abu Bakr, cut the throat of this guy. He didn't come here with flowers. He didn't come here with milkshake. He came here to kill us. So what are you waiting for? Kill him. No. He looked at Suraka and he said, told Abu Bakr, Uktub. He wants peace. Okay, write him. Peace treaty. Uktub lahu aman. So he wants peace. Uktub. We won't kill him. And Abu Bakr was writing peace treaty to Suraka. And the Rasul comes close to Suraka ibn Malik. He came close and tells Suraka ibn Malik, Ya Suraka, kayfa bika wa siwaray kisra fi yaday. How are we going to feel that day when you get the bangles, the bracelets of the king of Isra. Isra was the king of Furs, what is now called Iran, but that time it was a superpower. They had ruled for, I don't know, for thousands and thousands of years. They were superpowers. They were not superpowers of 2 years or 3 years. For thousands of years, the Christian, the world was fighting with the Romans. And the Rasul is saying, Suraka, you are going to get these bangles of that king into your hands. And Suraka tells the Rasul, Mother Taqul, what are you saying? Me? Get the bangles, the bracelets of king of Persia. Say, نعم. بعد 25 عاما في عهد أبو بكر أو في عهد عمر. After 25 years, as Rasul has passed on, Abu Bakr has passed on. It was the time of Umar ibn Khattab. وجاءت الغنائم من الفرس. The booty, the spoils of war came to Medina. And Umar was looking at it, pile and pile. Carpets and carpets, sajjad, carpets and carpets of silk. Not these ones of plastic. No, silk, harim. They came to Medina. Gold, gold was on top. A lot of silver was on top on this big mountain. Of wealth was brought by the Swahabas after they had conquered Iran or Persia at that time. And they killed the king of Isra. And they killed the king of Furs. And on top of them was a huge bunker that was sitting there. And these are not, dear brothers and sisters, they are not the bangles that Kalasingas wear here, made of iron. These are made of thick gold, embedded with pearls all round, diamonds all round, and they are thick, billions of dollars. And Umar said, Aina Suraka? Where is Suraka? Suraka was brought. He took the bangles, he told Suraka, you are promised by Rasul that you are going to get these bangles. I'm giving them to you. And he put them in the hands of Suraka ibn Malik. Deen al-Wafa. This is the deen that is true religion. And it fulfills its promise. But you may say, Suraka was given these bangles. What a Rasul has given me and you. And Rasul has given us a lot. And Abi Musa al-Ashari قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى البدين دخل الجنة. Whoever prays the cool prayers, the cool prayer of the day is Asr, because the hot sun in Makkah and Medina has gone down, so it is cool at 4 p.m. in Medina, in Makkah. And the cool of the night is the cool of the morning, the Fajr time, when the night is so cold in Waqt al-Fajr. So if you pray Salat al-Fajr, it's a difficult prayer because the blankets are warm and you're feeling very nice to come out. Remove the warm blankets, go to the hammam and do wudu and pray and go and pray Salat al-Fajr, Salat al-Subh. It's difficult. And 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. it's also difficult to pray because of the time. If you're a shopkeeper, the buying, all customers are coming. One, I want that shirt. I want that top. I want that kanzu. I want that pantaloons. I want that cap. They're all coming into the shop. Each one is wanting, and the shop is booming with trade. So you tell them, no, go away, go away. This is Ashley. I want to go and pray. It's difficult. Go away, I'm not selling now. I'm closing my shop. I want to go and pray Ashley. Because the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam knows, if you pray difficult prayer of Asr, of Salat al-Subh, khususan the Jama'ah, you will pray the easy prayer, the Dhuhr, the Maghrib, the Isha, you also pray. That's why Allah, our Rasul, has promised us Jannah because of this. And this is more than Siwara Kisra, because Siwara Kisra is maybe 1 billion shillings. How many years are you going to use billion? You use it and it will finish. And this is what people in Kenya don't know. They keep on stealing 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion. They don't know it's going to finish. But tell me, when you enter paradise and you are given big bangles of diamond, when are they going to finish? If you enter paradise and you have got a palace made of gold, and all the fruits and all the party that is never ending, you are enjoying eating fruits that you've never seen in your life. For it never ends, a party that never ends. When will it finish? It will never finish. So there is no need of stealing, or tell Kenyans, there is no need of stealing. So our Rasul arrives in Medina. And when he arrived in Medina, he didn't start the politics of stealing. I want this piece of land. Collect all the camels, I want them. No. Akha bain al-Muhajir wal-Ansar. He brought them in the brotherhood between the Muhajirin al-Ansar, the one who came from Mecca, and the Ansar who are from Medina. And he made them in brotherhood until a brother from Ansar, he tells his brother from Mecca, here, I've got 2 gardens. I'll split the garden. You take 1 garden, I will remain with the garden, 1 garden. He tells his brother from Mecca, I've got 2 ways. I will divorce you, not me. You choose which one of these 2 you want to marry. I will divorce her. She will finish her iddah. When she finishes iddah, I'll marry my wife to you. آخر بين المهاجر والأنصار. This is the politics of Rasul when he entered Medina. He didn't start stealing clothes or stealing camels or anything like what we have in these days and age. When you go into politics, it's the politics of stealing and denying orphans what their share is. And people are eating nar, people told him, and they start eating fire into their stomachs. And the Rasul he didn't enjoy. He could not enjoy him to do so. He didn't enjoy to sit the one in Makkah. Whenever he went, they used to call him Sahib, witch doctor. Whenever he went this way, Majnoon, you are a crazy man. Until one day, a camel had aborted. The fetus was rotten, macerated, it came out of the camel with all the blood, with all the filth. They took it and put it on the back of Rasul at the back, and he was in Sajjah, not very far from the Kaaba. And the daughter comes crying, and he removes the dirt from the back. Sal al-Jazoo, that's what he put on his back. This is what Rasul got when he was in Makkah. Difficult times, just like our brothers in Palestine, in Gaza, are suffering. Why? So that this deen comes to us on a golden plate. This is how we receive it. We didn't shed a tear. We didn't shed a sweat from our head. We didn't shed a drop of blood. But we got this deen, ala tabakin min zahab. We got it on a golden plate. Umar was doing migration and he was moving. And he was saying, in front, day night, people are migrating at night, but Umar, was daytime, he says, من يريد أن يثقل أمه ويتم أطفاله ويرمل زوجته فليحبي وراء الجبل. Umar did not migrate at night. It's daytime, and he took his sword and he stood in the parliament, in the club of Quraysh, Ya Mashara Quraysh, and he said, if anyone of you wants to make his mother cry until tears of blood comes out of her eyes, or he wants to let his children cry, where's daddy, where's brother, where's daddy? And he wants to make his wife a widow. Face me behind this double. You know, Makkah is surrounded by the mountains. So just wait me upon behind this mountain. I will show him. Nobody challenged him. But Rasul tells us, Al-Muhajiru man hajara ma nahallahu an. A migrator also is the one who migrates from sin, from what Allah has prohibited. So, dear brother and sister, if anyone is smoking, if he wants real hijrah, he should stop smoking. If anyone is chewing mirah, gut, he should stop it. If anyone is talking kidh, lies, he should stop it. أقول ما تسمعون أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من ذنوبكم فاغفروه إنه غفور رحيم.